Papalapit na ang face-to-face classes. Kaso nga lang medyo madami pa sa atin ang hindi pa ganong sigurado sa kung anong phone ang dapat bilhin. So kung ikaw ay may 20,000 peso budget para sa isang phone, dapat ka nga ba bumili ng isang mid-range Android phone or isang iPhone 11? Well, para sa akin, ito ang iPhone 11. By the way guys, so share ko lang, tuwing napunta or gumagala ako sa mall at ino-observe ko yung brand and model ng mga phones ng mga shorties ng mga tao rather, sheesh! Pansin ko na most of them ay naka iPhone 11. So does that mean, ibig sabihin ba nun, since madami sa atin ang naka iPhone 11, dapat din ba tayo bumili at gumamit ng iPhone 11? Well, in this video, pag-uusapan natin yan.
Nice.
So first up we have is design. So by the way guys, na-share ko lang in case you're not aware, the iPhone XR pala is my main phone or my main personal phone. And yung first time na ginamit ko at nahawakan ko yung iPhone 11, sabi ko, parang iPhone XR lang din. I mean like literally no caps, the only main difference is kapag binaliktad natin yung iPhone 11, we will be seeing two camera sensors na parang naka-engrave sa glass na may two different functions which we'll get into later. Even sa mismong build no, same lang din naman. Gorilla Glass sa housing and front na capable of wireless charging and may 7000 series aluminum na slightly less durable in comparison sa stainless steel build sa mga flagships, which for me naman is fine kasi I normally put a case naman on my phone, so that's nice. Tapos also guys no, every physical aspect ng iPhone 11 ay similar sa iPhone XR. So we have the volume button and ringer switch sa left side, tapos sa right side we have the power button and SIM slot, tapos below we have two speakers and one charging port. Tapos at the back naman we have the Apple and iPhone logo, which in this case, it is now slightly lower in the middle. Even yung mismong weight and dimensions, same lang talaga. So the iPhone 11 has 194 grams and 8.3mm sa diameter or dimensions, which is hella thick. However, kahit gayon pa man, kahit medyo madaming similarities ang iPhone XR and 11, one small upgrade, the iPhone 11 now has an IP68 water resistance over the iPhone XR na IP67 lang. Ibig sabihin lang naman nun basically, yung resistance level ng IP68 water resistance is up to 2 meters for 30 minutes, whereas IP67 is just 1 meter. So yun, in general, the iPhone 11 is parang basically a recycled iPhone XR, so don't bash me guys. Wherein the only main physical difference as mentioned kanina is the dual camera sensor and the Apple logo placement. Other than that, wala na. Pero despite that no, the iPhone 11 naman is still a fairly nice looking phone, don't get me wrong, pero not to the point na super appealing. Basically, minimalistic yung appearance ng phone yet it still looks good, so that's nice. So next naman we have display. So basically no, ulitin ko lang, display wise, the iPhone 11 is just an iPhone XR. In other words, yung display specifications ng iPhone XR were copied in making the iPhone 11's display. So for reference, the iPhone 11 uses a 6.1-inch liquid retina display, 625 nits peak brightness, 828 by 7092 pixels, and may 326 pixels per inch. So this is one of the reasons kung bakit medyo madami ang nag-skip sa iPhone 11 at nag-retain sa kanilang mga iPhones at nag-go for or nag-upgrade for the iPhone 11 Pro or iPhone 11 Pro Max. Kasi naman no, diba, if you plan to upgrade, kunwari let's say you have the iPhone XR or other phones, tapos makikita mo na halos same lang yung specifications from the older iPhone XR. So the question is, what's the point na mag-upgrade or mag-spend more for the iPhone 11? Pero guys no, that was before. At kahit sabihin naman natin na hindi ganong mataas ang display specifications ng iPhone 11, hindi man ito naka 1080p Full HD at kagaya lamang ng iPhone XR, for me to be honest no, I can say naman na the iPhone 11's display is still decent. Yung size din ng phone actually is relatively perfect for most of us since di siya ganong malaki or hindi rin ganong maliit. Even by means sa mismong display resolution, clear na clear pa rin naman yung appearance ng mga texts and photos na we see on the phone itself. Pero syempre guys, no, take note, since this phone only has an IPS display, hindi siya ganong kasing contrasty like the flagship phones na may higher end 1080p OLED displays. Pero kahit gayon pa man no, for movie or YouTube watching, di naman katulad yung mga phones na may AMOLED or OLED displays na kaya mag-produce ng deep blacks. Personally, all goods pa rin naman yung experience ko with this phone na kayang-kaya mag-produce ng reasonably sharp and crisp display. Actually guys, so kahit hindi ko alam yung specifications ng iPhone 11, hindi pa rin naman magbabago yung opinions ko about this one. Kasi again, for me in general, I can say naman na the iPhone 11 can still produce a decent display na may good color production. So next naman we have is the performance. So kung kanina palagi ko sinasabi na the iPhone 11 is just an upgraded or simply an upgraded iPhone 10 or sa performance aspect naman medyo magbabago ang ihip ng hangin. So by the way, the iPhone 11 is powered by the same processor na flagship 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max. And that is the Apple A13 BIONIC chip na may 4GB of RAM, tapos the available variants are 64, 128 and 256GB variants. So that's nice. So I think some of you might say na 4GB RAM lang, ew, samantalang sa mga ibang flagship phones and even sa mga higher end mid-range phones ay may 8GB RAM, 12GB RAM and stuff like those. Well, syempre guys no, iba ang processing software ng mga chipset ng Apple devices in comparison sa mga Android devices. Especially sa case ko no, medyo madami na rin yung phones na nagamit ko over the years. And trust me guys, the 4GB RAM that's in this phone is capable enough to compete with phones na may 6 or 8GB RAM, and that extends as well sa day-to-day usage ko with this phone. I can honestly say na sobrang smooth ng pag-surf ko ng web or ng social media dito guys, especially in my case, sobrang babad ako sa Facebook and even other platforms as well like TikTok, Instagram guys, the phone can handle it very well. So if you are a person guys who is into multitasking like AKIT stuff and work stuff, trust me guys, the iPhone 11 is very dependable. Actually guys, no, even sa mismong gaming performance, though I am not a gamer, but whenever I feel bored sa kaka-Facebook lang or nagsasawa ng gamitin yung phone in general, I try to entertain myself with playing games and I can say naman, it does great kasi maganda yung performance capability na kayang ibigay na phone. And oo nga pala guys, no, bago tayo mag-proceed, let us hear a word from our sponsors. Ops, wait lang guys, before tayo mag-proceed, may gusto lang sana akong share sa inyong store na nagbebenta ng napakasarap na mga egg drops and refreshing beverages. So the business is called Mochi Cups times Brick and Egg. So yun guys, ayun lang naman. So thank you very much to Mochi Cups times Brick and Egg for partnering with me and Magi or Mixed Asset Holding Group. So that's nice.
Nice.
So next naman we have is the camera. So just for context no, specs wise, halos same lang yung specifications or technical specifications ng iPhone 11 sa mga flagship 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max. So the iPhone 11 has a dual camera sensor na may 12MP f-stop 1.8 on the first lens or wide lens, tapos isa pang 12MP f-stop 2.4 13mm for the ultra-wide sensor. Tapos may max video resolution na 4K at 60fps. So moving on sa front cam naman, 12MP as well na may f-stop 2.2, which is actually the first iPhone na may 12MP on the front lens, similar sa mga flagship 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max. So by the way guys, no, may 2 facts ako sa inyo. Facts. Number 1, the iPhone 11 pala is the first iPhone na may ultra-wide lens. Ibig sabihin lang naman nun, basically, mas malawak yung field of view na kayang kunan ng phone or ng camera ng phone. And that even extends sa mismong front cam, so you may take that sweet ultra-wide selfie na I'm not quite sure kung bakit sikat na sikat sa TikTok, but you know, it is what it is. Tapos number 2, it has a night mode feature. Ibig sabihin lang naman nun, basically, kapag for example, ikaw ay nasa dark environment, basically, yung phone mismo ay nag-auto-expose para mabigay yung pinaka-the best na quality sa night mode or night shot. So moving back sa mismong quality, I can actually say na it's pretty impressive to be honest. The color reproduction from the photos I shot are actually crisp and sharp. Though hindi man siya kasing high quality ng mga phones, say the iPhone 13 Pro Max, iPhone 13 Pro, but for me, in my case, I can say naman na the iPhone 11 is still reliable as a camera phone. Even by means sa mismong ultra-wide sensor, I can say naman na it's actually pretty good. Kaso nga lang, it's not as good as the main cam since nagkakaroon siya ng mga slight vignette or mga minor quality loss. But overall, it's fine in general. Just get the perfect or decent placement or angle ng pagkuha ng shot, and trust me guys, kaya makapag-result na magandang shot. And oo nga pala guys, no, since this phone has a second lens, unlike the iPhone 10R na isa lang, it can now take portrait shots ng mga animals and objects. Or more specifically, the iPhone 11 can detect yung mga animals and objects at the same time can blur the background. So moving on sa front cam naman, so magandang balita ito sa mga nagbabalak bumili ng iPhone 11. So this is the largest improvement ng iPhone 11 over the predecessors. It actually jumped from 7 megapixels to 12 megapixels. Which in iPhone terms guys, in iPhone ecosystem, sobrang laking change nun. Actually guys, may ultra-wide din yung mismong front cam, so I must say na it's a nice addition sa isang phone kasi whenever I take pictures sa iPhone 10R ko guys, sobrang lapit sa mukha ko for whatever reasons, but with this one guys, with the iPhone 11 sobrang decent na and talaga maganda mag-take ng pictures ang iPhone 11. But anyways, here are more shots to see it for yourself. What's up guys, Ezek here. So I'm currently filming using the iPhone 11, 12MP, 4K at 60fps. So yung pinaka nagustuhan ko about this phone is yung front cam niya guys for vlogging is mas malawak na yung focal length. Ibig sabihin lang nun basically, mas malawak yung kaya niyang kunin na view. Or basically mas wider yung lens niya. So for reference guys, so here's a video ng iPhone 10 or side-by-side comparison with the iPhone 11. So as you can tell, sobrang mas malawak yung kayang kunan ng iPhone 11. Tapos yung sa iPhone 10 naman is medyo malapit sa face ko. But anyways, vlog test of the iPhone 11. Yo, what's up? Ezek here. Peace. So another good aspect is the battery. So by the way, the iPhone 11 pala has 3,110 mAh, which in today's standards, medyo may kababaan lang siya as compared sa mga mainstream Android phones na may 5,000, 7,000 mAh or even more. Pero guys, no, without comparing the iPhone 11 sa mga ibang phones, I can say na it's actually really decent. I was surprised to be honest kasi the phone lasted without charging in a day. And yung gamit kong charger is a fast charger, so in my case guys, sobrang bilis niya mag-charge. However, if you'll be using the normal brick lang guys, yung maliit, medyo may katagalan talaga siya. So, masasuggest ko sa inyo guys, if you plan to upgrade or bumili ng iPhone 11 or higher units guys, I would definitely suggest na mag-invest kayo guys sa mga authentic fast charger ng Apple. Para sulit ang paggastos natin sa iPhone 11. So yun, that's pretty much my review about the iPhone 11 for this year 2022. If you learned something from this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe in this YouTube channel. So thank you very much. So yun guys, that's been it. Di ko alam kung ba't ako ganito ng ganito. But anyways, that's been it. Catch you in the next one. Peace.